Yo, this is it. I'm Mr. Fate, and you're listening to Attack of the Beats on IllMuzik.com. The one and only home for hip-hop production, where you send in your beats, and I check them out. Because that's just what I do. You know, I could be giving feedback in the showcase, whatever, but I don't know. I just kind of don't really want to take the time to do that. I mean, you know, for me, it's like more or less for you guys, you know, to post in the showcase and give each other feedback. So, you know, so this is my little contribution here. So if you're new to this, listening to the show for the first time, just go to IllMuzik and you'll see Attack of the Beats under the battles menu. And just go there and upload your beats. It's one beat per show. So once you upload something, then you have to wait until the show's up. And then you'll be able to upload again. So, and yeah. So anyway, we'll get to it right away. First up, let's see who we got here. We got Enyo with Strapped. Let's check it out. All right. So that was Enyo with Strapped. All right. So what's weird about this beat is it's really funny because it's good. I like it with nice 808 and then the hand clap and all that stuff. Then later on you bring in that saw bass. That was really nice. But honestly, I think the whole thing should actually be like your hook. Honestly, because I'm listening to it, I'm thinking what would be good on top of this would be an actual drum track. You know, I mean, you got the lazy drums going on, which sound good, but if you had like an actual nice drum loop on top of that, and then bring in something like piano, for example, horns or whatever, then you'd have a complete beat right there, something really, really dope. And then you could take away that stuff on the hook and just have what you have right here, you know? So honestly, it's good, but I would use this just as your hook. That'd be like a nice little breakdown. So try that. If you can get some kind of drum loop, something going, even like a breakbeat or whatever, and there's some kind of piano or something like that, and give it a shot. Other than that, good job. I'm feeling it. All right, so next up, what do we have here? We got Eric with, it's a big one here. Thomas Bredeson's Light Lunch. All right, whatever. Let's check it out.
Can I start again? Okay, thanks.
All right. So that was Eric with Thomas Bredeson's Light Lunch. I don't know what the hell that title is, but whatever. It sounds pretty cool. All right, so this beat here, I actually really like this one, except for the vocals, the sped up vocals and stuff. I know that's a style for some guys, whatever. I mean, I'm not a big fan of it. I mean, I tried it back in the day, and it's pretty good. It's just that it's not. To me, it's not a good option, when you're making a beat. Because, first of all, I mean, there's so many types of samples you could be using out there. There's so many samples available. I mean, even like ready-made samples, or whatever. And that there's no need for any sped-up vocals or whatever. So, I mean, like I said, I know it's a certain style for some people, whatever. But I just don't think it's really needed. So, like when I tried it back in the day, I was like, whatever. And so what I did was I took the melody I had with like the track I had with those vocals, and just replaced it with an instrument. So for example, I'm listening to this beat, and the beat sounds really good. I like the bass line and everything like that, the slow drum track. But just imagine if you took that sped up vocal, took that out, and just replaced the same pattern, but with, let's say, horns. I mean, that would sound so much better. Think about that for a second. So I'd like to hear it with something like that, with some horns. Give that a shot, because the sped up vocals, they're good, but it depends how they're used and stuff. Because it just kind of sounds, when you use that type of style, it just sounds more or less like processed or something. You know what I mean? Like it's, do you want to go organic, or you want McDonald's? You know what I mean? So I don't know, but good beat. I'm feeling it. All right. So next up, we've got Il DeVille with Gadabout. Let's check it out. All right. So that was Il DeVille with Gadabout. I guess that's how you pronounce it. Gadaboo. All right. So with this beat, beautiful intro. I really like the intro, the way you bring it in. You just slowly bring it into the full track. It sounds really nice and thick. So I like that part. It's a nice lazy beat. I get that. That's good. I don't like the stuttering of the samples of that sample, like the stuttering of it. That kind of took away from the flow of it, because I was really getting into it, and I was like, it was just like, and okay, that's a little off or whatever. But But I'm feeling the whole beat, and then I'm listening to it though, and I'm like, okay, it's good, but there's something missing here. Now I can hear some kind of bass in the background, like really, really low or whatever. But honestly, this type of beat, like even though it's a slow beat or something like that, you know what? Like it needs something, something like just heavy, just to hit you. You know what I mean? So since it's a slower beat, so I'm thinking some kind of saw bass or something like that. If you had something like that, it would make it like kind of like a monster beat. I think that's how it would sound to me. But really, that's the only thing I was like, what's missing? I think it's like some kind of bass line or something like that. So if I would do that and take out the stuttering of that sample, let it just flow, man. Because I like all the other instruments, the way everything's placed and the way it's mixed. Sounds really, really good. Just make those changes, man. I'd love to hear it. All right, so who we got next? Next up, we got Nelly Nell with Emotions Beat 112. Let's check it out. All right. So that was who was that? That was Nelly Nell with Emotions Beat. Okay, so this one, the main thing that I have a problem with is the piano, of course. I mean, the whole beat itself sounds really good if you have the piano in key, because it just sounds out of tune. So as long as you get that piano in the right key, then you'll be good to go. Because the piano, like even though you got good piano work going on or whatever, it's just completely out of tune. So if you can get that in tune, in key, then you'll be straight. And other than that, it would be the mix. Like the mix, it sounded a little too loud, a little too muffled. No, I shouldn't say muffled. A little too in the red, just a little too loud, a little too hot. So if you get that under control, and then the last thing would be if you have some kind of once you fix the piano, get some kind of little breakdown where you just muffle the piano, and that would give it a nice little break, nice little vibe and stuff, But the main thing is the piano. I mean, the drum work was pretty good. You had a couple of little drum change-ups that sounded nice. But like I said, mainly the piano, and fix the mix a bit, make it a little less hot, I should say. And that's it. All right, so who's up next? Okay, up next we got the last beat. It's Young Block with Ill Boys. Let's check it out. All right. So that was Young Block with Ill Boys. Okay, so this beat, man, I'm a little disappointed, okay, because it starts off with a nice synth. It's addictive. It's like a head nodder. I'm like, okay, it's a head nodder coming. I'm feeling it. I'm getting ready. And then it's just the same thing over and over, very, very loud. And that's the thing that threw me off, because it's a nice synth. Even when you change it up about a minute in, you get that nice synth going and stuff, nice keys and stuff. It was too loud for the rest of the track. It was overpowering everything else. So I couldn't hear too much of the drums and the bass and all that stuff, So I was expecting, some kind of drum roll, and then you have the 808 and the snare and a nice bass line or whatever. And that would be the main part of the beat. And then they just have the keys sitting in the background kind of thing, you know what I mean? But since the keys are so loud, like I said, I can't really get into it that much. But it's a shame, because it does sound good. Like I said, it's just the mixing part. That's the only thing that I'm not crazy about, is the mixing part. If you fix that for, all the way through, just lower those keys, bring everything up, make everything else more powerful. Other than that, man, it's a dope beat. I'm feeling it. All right, so that's it for this week. Mr. Fade, this is IllMuzik, Attack of the Beats. And it was close this week. Like I said, I was going to pick Young Block, but it's the mixing, man. Got to fix that. But, all right, so my favorite for this week, the winner is, drum roll please, Eric with Thomas Bredeson's Light Lunch. Let's check it out.
Can I start again? Okay, thanks.